Gentlemen, welcome back. We got LFY versus LGD. You are watching the upper bracket finals of the Starladder I-League Invitational Season 3. Both of these teams have, I believe, 2-0 their first round opponent, and then 2-1 the second round opponent. They had that long and treacherous journey. But now, they are here to face each other. LFY, recent, I think, number 3 place finish at TI, and LGD, I think, number 4 place finish at TI. Maybe wrong on that one, but both of these seems extremely good. We should get ourselves a really nice best of 3. I am Luminous, and I'm joined by Tsunami. And talk to me about this Wyvern first phase pick.
Well, for some reason, Wyvern's not doing as badly in China as it was doing in Western TI picks, but it's possible that maybe they just have data on each other. The last time these two teams met, it was actually for the ESL Hamburg qualifiers, and that was just like 2 or 3 days ago? 3 days ago, I believe. And LGD beat LFY, and okay. LGD had picked Wyvern at one point themselves in the first phase, and so it's possible that, you know, I imagine they scrim against each other a lot. I imagine they know each other's favorite heroes a lot, so could be a denial pick. Maybe they have like some crazy profit Wyvern strat, I don't know. But whatever the case, I usually am skeptical of first phase Wyverns, that's for sure.
Yeah, just from the base value, we could see that the Splinter Blast is going to be quite good against the Treants that MP is going to be trying to push with, or just harass towers with, so... But so far, I don't think Wyvern in particular is countering any kind of like melee cores, or will have a very good Winter's Curse. In fact, when you pick Wyvern so early, it gives the enemy team ways to draft around it. For example, you could go Necrophos as a core that don't really care about Wyvern, or things like Invoker or Ember's Spirit. So I'll be looking towards LGD to pick up something like that.
Yeah, LFY does recognize that as well. That's why they ban out the Ember. You want to railroad LGD into picking some sort of physical damage dealing core, which Ame has been pretty versatile these past few days. I don't think he's been like sitting on one particular hero every single game. Like in his games yesterday or day before yesterday against IG Vitality, he had some one position Monkey King, he had some one position Faceless Void, and on day 1 or day 2 against Vici Gaming, Ame was playing some anti-mage, and he was playing some lifestealer, so Ame's been fairly versatile compared to some of the other one positions that we've been seeing throughout this qualifier. But you definitely are looking for something that can not care about Wyvern, and there you go, there's the other bin, the Necrophos. So LFY know that when you pick Wyvern first phase, you need to know what you're getting yourself into, and they seem to be banning appropriately.
Not gonna lie, I kind of feel good that
both those heroes.
I call that shit, you know?
Both those heroes.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you call out enough heroes... Oh yeah, they should also...
Call out all 113, eventually they're bound to ban one of them.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, anyways, this ban surprises me.
I think they're gonna pick some sort of Abaddon or Alchemist, Ranged Apparition, or Anti-Mage, or
Just go down the list. What is the ET ban about? I know we saw an ET by Inflame the other day, but I think we concluded that it wasn't really the ET that really won them the game, right? In fact,
it wasn't, but it was also picked against this specific comp, which was Nature's Prophet. So they were like, remember whenever that ET pick was selected, I was just like, oh, I feel like they're too tunnel vision against this Prophet because they have like 5 heroes that can catch him, and then ET's the hero that can just send his Astral Spirit on top of the treants to get a bunch of damage and move speed. So I guess maybe they just want to avoid like scaling ET.
Right.
LGD's turn to pick.
Ooh, we're gonna get the Inflamed Doom instead. I mean, I don't think Doom is particularly... I mean, Doom is always amazing because you just take a hero out of the fight, but it's not like he's better than usual, I suppose, against these heroes.
Right.
But one thing for sure is that he will be able to survive much longer. Because Nature's Prophet, sometimes when he doesn't kill somebody outright, there's a little bit of an extended chase, and I think Doom is somewhat impervious to that. But I think more than anything, this is a comfort pick for Inflame.
Was he the one who had picked Doom in that other Doom game that we saw? Because we've seen Doom once before, but that's it. I think it was just once.
It was a Doom. It was a Doom DK, right?
Yeah, because that was the game that DK lost.
That sounds like Inflame plus Super, but Super
It
generally.
does sound like Inflame plus Super.
Yeah.
That's true, actually.
I think Super wins this DK game, so that might be the outlier. Ancient Apparition is gonna be the counter to both Doom and Winter Wyvern, at least on paper. I feel like in actuality, this AA is gonna have a lot of trouble, at least early game on against Spirit Breaker and Doom. They kind of just run at him and he'll just die.
Yeah, especially if this Doom is put in the offlane, which, like you said, is going to be an offlane Doom. Sometimes we've been seeing Dooms be more willing to transition into the jungle, but that's not really Inflame's style. Inflame, like you said, he's a run-at-you Doom. He'll get some useful aura and then just be relentless. And now Weaver selected by LFY for a carry role.
Okay. That kind of forces...
Well, they have a good mix between, like, tankiness and squishiness, so I'm okay with that.
Right. By the way, this is going to be FY playing the Nature's Prophet, which a hero that we haven't seen. Prophet's not one of those, like, crazy mechanical hero, so I'm going to be looking towards him more going for, like, sneaky stuff like courier snipes and stuff like that. But I think that might force FY to actually have to go for an Orchid build that we saw out of, I want to say, XSS the other day. Yeah,
I believe so.
He went Orchid like AC and was I think the highest net worth actually when he played Prophet for his team.
Yeah, he was scaling very well. He had built like a Maelstrom as well for help with farming, but yeah, it worked out well. And right now, Weaver actually, if he goes through a Lincoln's, then he's protected from Prophet pretty much entirely. Yes, technically you can sprout to break the Lincolns and then Orchid, but that's a lot of cast animation time.
You have to
right
come
now,
in.
there are no single target spells that are concerning for a Weaver.
Yeah, you have to come in from Fog and such. Monkey King though, Balance Strike. We'll sun through the Lincolns.
Yeah, ground targeted wise, it's easy. You got the Echo Slam, Fissure, Boundless Strike.
Ooh, the Sniper Band. This has gotta be like in-house. We know your strat shit, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, this also makes sense because you're thinking about picking OD, and in China, Tinker and Sniper are considered the OD counters.
What about Razor?
As OD counter? I don't think as much because he'll be somewhat annoying, but in a 2 versus 2 matchup, I don't think Razor could just run in and get off a link, like in a true 1v1 matchup.
That's true. Well, I guess you can use Astral Form, and if you need one counter, I guess Viper counters all heroes mid.
Yeah, Super's got 2 heroes, got DK and Viper, so... So I think this
man likes high skill heroes, what can you say?
I think the Monkey King pick is... For LGD, they really want to pair that up against the Doom. Because that's just a free 1v1 lane, right? And then you could do some sort of like Prophet aggro tri lane against the Weaver, should you want to. At the same time, I don't think you want to leave the Weaver versus the... Sorry, you don't want to leave the Monkey King versus the Weaver tri lane, because I just don't think Monkey King could deal with that.
No, even Prophet's gonna struggle dealing with that.
Yeah, that's why I think you put a tri lane. What the hell is this and like...
FY thing?
Yeah, what is that?
It's
why is it glowing so hard?
Someone actually like brought this up recently on Twitter. It's because it's back when China figured out how you can like stick gems onto hero cosmetics. So that's the Dire Tide courier effect.
Cool.
It's like it's supposed to be like a ghost thing, but then crazy old China was figuring out how to put it onto like wards and heroes and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yep. I mean, China's right. That's probably the better use of that instead of on a courier, because who buys couriers?
Yep. It's not about buying couriers, it's about giving your Monkey King a good transformation.
Alright, let's see this. Oh my goodness. It's like a Disco Prophet.
Yeah, I know. It's like a Baden Prophet.
Alright, DDC.
Oh, man, my ping is crazy high. I'm gonna reconnect, hold on.
DDC blocking the Dire pool camp, which blocking all the pool camps, okay. Not something I expect here, but good for now.
Blocking all the... I guess
this
because...
This one is weird, I think.
He may be thinking that Prophet will be like a solo safe lane type situation. in which case Prophet can kind of like pull his own lane without ever leaving for experience. But
Yeah.
FY is just gonna head into the offlane, so I guess that it just means that this AA is not gonna find very much experience, which is also good. AA does not have any sentry ward, so he's not gonna be able to counter these blocks, and we've said time and time again, AA getting level 6 is so critical early on, especially, like you said, if you're picking him to counter heroes like Doom and Wyvern.
Okay, I can see that. The weird thing is that you want Doom to be able to have an access to a camp to eat creeps, so
The battle begins.
I guess he'll
Yeah, that is true.
he'll eat his first one here, I suppose. Inflame block for your mid player, dude.
He's got creeps to eat.
No, they don't spawn yet.
Yeah, but he's a slow hero. 290 move speed. You can't sit in there and block. You have 15 seconds. Here, he's not even gonna eat a creep. Straight to the lane.
No, he's waiting for this because
Okay.
his support blocked this camp.
That's not optimal. You need to stand right at the edge. There we go. Satyr, 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 Satyr.
Alright,
Ah.
it's okay. It's okay.
It's
You
okay.
got
it's not
like
great.
attack speed aura. It's actually
That's
just
not useful right now.
just pushes your
Even
lane.
the Wildkin would be better because then you get armor at least.
Yeah.
This is like arguably one of the worst. Aside from the Dark Troll Warlord, that would be the worst.
bottom lane. Looks like we did start things off with the fissure. FY dropping very low. Oh, he got blocked by Victoria. He wanted to go here. And Monet takes the freebie first blood. Well, good stuff for him, I guess.
China seems to be not a fan of just sending Prophet solo. They keep giving Prophet company. We saw that one game where Prophet had like an aggressive tri-lane situation, but it was against a Tusk, and that Prophet wasn't able to do anything as on the mid lane. Viper's getting very low, but a charge from DDC. Still level 1, so no bashes.
I really like that gank because once Viper has a corrosive skin, I don't think this gank works anymore. But they laid a hurt, and if the charge wasn't there, they might have actually killed him or, you know, did significant damage to him.
Meanwhile, Ame tracking down Inflame here, has full Jingu, looping around.
How does Inflame win this matchup? He doesn't. He just loses.
It's a struggle.
Yeah.
If he gets that Satyr creep, it becomes a lot easier. But that's, you know, you can't rely on RNG, especially as you said, when your support blocks out a camp. And since he didn't finish off that hard camp after eating the red Ursa, that means that he can't go there and look for a new
Oh
creep.
man,
So,
you're right.
yeah.
He might just be...
Oh my god, what
Yep.
a boundless.
Okay, first blood. Well,
Alright.
second blood, rather.
Right.
Well, top lane cannot go anywhere for the Doom.
Yeah, this is grim. And this is without, like, any supports helping out that Monkey King. Shaker's still chilling on this bot lane. AA is harassing the Viper mid, which is working out surprisingly well. Viper is 6-1 to OD's 12-3. So this is a good response to what was theoretically a counter to your mid OD.
Well, he's gonna have a lot of creeps under his tower now, so he should catch up a little bit, but... That's assuming he lasted the...
He even had to take this early corrosive skin point. He doesn't even care about getting cold feuded. He took this early corrosive skin point, which a lot of times we'll see in a 1v1 situation. They'll Vipers will just skip it in order to get more nether toxin last hits.
Oh man, he's getting a deny under the tower. Oh, this is
vicious.
Yeah, man. I've never seen a Viper bully this hard.
Yeah.
He might need to
and
take...
It's not even like AA is like a particularly intimidating hero.
Right.
It's just that you're so early level that the range disadvantage is just too much.
I think he might need to take skin level 2. Looks like we have 2 supports smoked around. Maybe going for the AA kill. AA is really the only one he could go for, but they have... Oh, the Astro not going to come out. Nice tapping. And they need a bash. They're not going to get it. Shaker's going to pour it in. In fact, they're going to go for a counter kill. No, I think they wanted to block an Afu. Good stun here. Viper still coming out with a right click, and they might actually tower this. They get the 1 kill. They get the 2nd kill. Super is going to survive in 15 HP. What is happening? LFY just rescued this disastrous lane, and now it's all okay. It's gonna
They got overconfident. That block, like once the fissure block fails on blocking in the Wyvern, which I don't know why they even thought that they could lock Wyvern in, because I don't think Arctic Burn was used yet. So she could have just flown over even if she was on the other side.
Right.
But they fail it, and yet they still go. And the only reason that AA survived is because Viper was under Astral. As soon as he comes out, the dude still deals a lot of damage.
Oh, looks like Doom has switched to a creep to a stun creep,
Nice
which
mud golem. I like it.
could keep himself alive. And if he dies, he could stun him 2 times.
Exactly.
The long con.
It's a pretty fun one because it doesn't cost any mana. The only thing is the cooldown is massive, but yeah, you can just spam it and irritate people.
Oh, he's definitely not spamming it. Mid lane. This should be a very easy kill.
Nice sprout. Probably unnecessary.
I think this is the reason why China don't give Prophet 1v3 lanes anymore. As we see Ame, the vision is being provided by Charge, and I think Ame is gonna go down. Wait.
Yeah, he can't tree jump. There's too much DOT from the Arctic Burn.
Alright, there you go. That's gonna secure it. Because the way that Prophet is now played, even if he loses the lane, he gets to teleport in and like do this, right? But if he's like on his own and he's level 2 right now, then he's really just not a hero on the map. So even though it does take up one of your supports early on, the payoff to me is much bigger.
That's true. And they're gonna take a tower, a tier 1 mid tower in 5.5 minutes. They block in
Eat the trees?
And he has tangos.
But whoa, what a charge though. Can they actually save Viper? Oh, it's still alive. Oh, the heal not available here from Wind Wyvern.
And no cold embrace. Scorched Earth is up though, and they have that mud golem stun. Victoria's on the run, but Scorched Earth isn't being used for move speed.
Yeah.
Charge now onto AA. Cancelled. Don't even feel confident going for the AA.
This is looking terrible.
Crawls to his shrine.
Yeah. Look at the mid lane CS differential. Viper down by 17 CS. And then the carry position, the Weaver keeping up with the Monkey King, but the Doom struggling immensely. I think the Prophet struggling is okay, because he could catch up quite easily within the jungle. Whereas Doom, yeah, sure has Devour, but early on, Devour takes a while to get cooldown.
That and the fact that the run-at-you strategy is mainly effective whenever Scorched Earth is super relevant, and you have way more HP regen than the enemy can burn down, but as this OD gets more and more levels, Sanity's Eclipse is going to deal a lot more damage against this Strength hero Doom, who doesn't really have the best int gain. 2.1 per level is about average, but OD will be gaining a lot faster than you can keep up.
Well, I wonder if they could burst kill Monet. They have an Invis Shaker with level 2 Aftershock. So I think if you walk up right on him, start things off with the Fissure, Invis rune ends, so doesn't matter.
Yeah, you need Sanity's Eclipse, and right now OD's still level 5. Even though the mid lane tower has been taken, you have to keep in mind, the game is still 5 minutes right now, so...
Right. That was more of a Prophet doing Prophet things. Shaker gonna port up top, and then Prophet porting behind. There's a charge, and now they want the AA, but little do they know it's gonna be a bait. They will lose it. Nice! Doom here coming out, so no Shaker in this fight, but Monkey King comes in.
It's boundless.
1 kill. I don't think he will be able to get the second kill. Meow looks like Prophet.
Yeah, this Arctic Burn DOT, he can't jump for the vision and now charges up.
Charge out.
DDC could just... Yep.
Fissure though, clips him at the end.
Oh, what a fissure.
And he's dead.
Holy crap. That was a sick fissure.
Yep.
Top tower
Good quick reaction on the Doom by Inflame to start out the team fight, but the +1 from LGD was, or rather +2, was too strong.
Yeah, they didn't consider the fact that AA was moving very strangely. Like, SB started the charge, and then AA was leaving the safety of his tower. Yeah, and they were just like, alright, this is cool. But no AA positions themselves like that unless there's something afoot. So, a little bit of lack of awareness costs them dearly.
I mean, but when you see an AA move forward like that, you quickly determine, oh, we're getting ganked, let's back up. Now you're just like, alright, free.
That's true.
Free AA.
I suppose, but they even they spent the Doom as kind of like a backup plan, because then all of a sudden this Shaker emerges from the fog, and you're like, oh geez, I need to Doom him before we totally get screwed. But in the end, then you may have wished that you had doomed out the Prophet, because it's not like Fissure. I mean, it's not like Echo Slam is up. Shaker's gonna use 1 Fissure. It's not that much burst damage, and then after that, what's he gonna do? It's now Ame getting harassed, but he's fine.
Meanwhile, we got Weaver pressuring this tower. So there are different school of thoughts when it comes to boots on Weaver and upgrading boots on Weaver, but you rarely see a full power tress upgrade. At least this early, right? Normally people go for the brown boots and go for item, but it makes sense. Look at what he's got queued up. He's looking to actually fight. Now we've seen this build once earlier in this event, and if memory serves correctly, Diffusal Blade didn't really end up working that well because that Weaver player kept dying whenever he joined the fights. But hopefully he'll have a better opportunity this game. Oh, Yao. How does he know?
Finds Yao.
Charge. Wanna connect? Oh, that charge speed, man.
I guess they scanned. I mean, I saw the scan out, but I didn't see it before he found the AA. I thought he scanned after he found the AA. As now rotation on the top lane. Sprout is up.
Oh.
And Wrath of Nature.
Afu held a point of co-embrace, and then he skilled it, and then his core died, so...
Well, Doom is definitely not having a great time here.
You know, the Viper has been farming mid for the past God knows how long. He's been recovering quite decently. He's going for power treads now, but maybe there's a world where he actually goes Midas. It looks like the power treads finish, and it'll get delivered.
With a Doom, I don't think you can afford to be that greedy. And plus, like you said, Weaver's building himself in such a way that he wants to fight early. So it would be kind of disconnected if, oh, Spearbreaker charge onto this Prophet.
Yep. Prophet's very tanky. And bash backwards.
Doom is up, but he gets out. Phase boot's too fast.
And now they got a Sprout. Good Sprout. Blocks the one in the front. Blocks the one in the back.
Really good Sprout.
Yeah.
But they're not going to go on it. They know that Doom is up. Is Amel bugged out for you?
How so?
The Monkey King, like, his body doesn't exist. He's just like a pair of clothes.
He's a full Monkey King to me.
Oh, okay. Great.
A
For Radiant Heroes top.
Yeah. A has level 6.
Okay.
They got Ice Blast.
Use it. Oh, he's using a top.
Yeah. Ice Blast and Wrath of Nature. There you go. That's a lot of damage. Inflame will not get the healing, but the movement speed still is here, so he just walks out of it. Viper ports up top to join the fight. I think Viper should just AFK farm so he has a farming item. So, don't show up till you have the MOM.
I say you farm until Weaver wants to fight. Because Weaver does not have his Diffusal Blade completed. And
like
so,
that juicy creep wave mid? Oh man. That's value right now.
That's a lot. And they were going for the tower, but this global presence, I mean, Wrath of Nature as it is makes it hard to push at 11 minutes into the game. But yeah, now that AA is level 6, it makes it that much trickier.
Super evidently disagrees. He's looking to make a play here. Yao, ooh, might have just gotten the fog.
Well, that move speed.
Yeah, puts the little the little icy thing on his feet.
Ice Vortex. Yes. Skates on it.
Double damage.
LFY. It's an interesting build going on here on this Nature's Prophet. 2 Robe of the Magi, 1 Bracer, and now 1 Quarterstaff.
Inflame, walking
so it's like
really
half
fast.
Half of an Orchid and half of a Drum, I guess.
It might have been one of those things that he decided to go drums early and then switch builds halfway
yeah,
through.
that's maybe true.
Yeah, I mean the Bracer is never a bad item, so.
Yeah, because I guess maybe he was skeptical. He wouldn't know what Monet was going for. So if he saw like the Perseverance, then he would be like, I'm not going to go for Orchid first because he's the only person I care about silencing. But now that he sees his Blade of Alacrity, he's like, oh, okay, well, he's not going to have defense against an Orchid. He's now Boundless.
Fissure a little bit late. Yeah. Boundless and Fissure essentially had to come out at the same time. Monet still. Curse is going to come out. Minus armor, the right click, the Splinter Blast is going to hit as well. Ame dropping very low. Are they going to commit for this kill? The charge is going to go through. Very nicely done. No defensive Astral either. Now they're going to go on FY. There's a defensive Astral coming out. Here comes the Doom. He's going to go on maybe. So now FY in a lot of trouble. There's a defensive Cell Sprout. Can they fly and get vision? No, he's already out. On the front line, it's going to be Inflamed. Looks like the Hadouken gets the 1 kill. Charging forward. Enchant Totem? No Enchant Totem. And they will run him down as well. Is it done? No, it's not done. Yeah, Yao's gonna get ran down as well. I gotta say.
1 Tango.
Wait, there's no way, right? No, he's dead.
No, there's no way he's done.
I gotta say, the MVP for me in that fight was DDC. The way that he charged, he didn't charge the target that everyone went for, but
the deepest target.
Right, and then he just basically, essentially did a mini Ravage in that team fight. So Really, really well played.
Yeah. It was, I guess OD was definitely not expecting that charge coming from that angle, because otherwise, like you said, there was no defensive Astral. And Monkey King had Wukong's command up.
Right.
So, with Wukong's command, and I guess Sanity's Eclipse still isn't up yet, but still, you would be able to take a team fight a little bit better than that. But after the Spearbreaker charged in, and your Monkey King went down, they just had to escape.
Yeah, I don't think Viper needed to join that fight at all, right? So he just got to play catch up and farm.
Radiant's top
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
I mean, he's still really behind, but
Yeah, he is. But what is he going for? Is he
Radiant structure.
Mask
MLM.
of Madness?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a good farming item.
Alright, well, we've been seeing this. Yeah, we have, but I don't know. I feel like the Dragonlance may be a little bit more effective this game because,
Radiant's top
again, Weaver wants to fight early, but someone needs to tank. And Doom isn't a great tank when you have to deal with AA Ice Blast. So
Sure.
whose job is it to frontline?
I think-
Usually it'll be Viper in that situation.
Yeah.
But if a Mask of Madness, then not really.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll go back for a pike eventually, and I think this build helps him farm into that pike a little bit faster. Although a super, he might just go BKB second item because he always does, like on Dragon Knight and the other hero that he plays. By the way, that we didn't really mention, but this is a position 4 Wyvern. Not something that you see too often.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Spearbreaker has higher net worth than the Wyvern. I guess he's given more time to farm, but I think it's still a 5 Wyvern. There's now a charge into the Dire Jungle. Doom is available.
Okay, the charge will complete.
Don't need it.
And this is where the Weaver build is really strong, where you could take fights like these and abuse the fact that you're the most mobile hero off the map. You have so much damage. Is not tread toggling though as he's Sakuchiing, so that's all I'm gonna say.
It's tricky though. There's no fade time, so you
Or
have to
just
come
leave it
out
on
of your
in,
Shikuchi
right?
with intreads.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
yeah, I
fine.
know, but then your first attack out of Shikuchi is going to be on intreads, and that means that your Geminate attack is also going to be off intreads.
Ah, I guess fine. It depends if you care about mana or damage more, I suppose.
Which, yeah, with the Diffusal first item and not a Linken's, you are going to run out of mana fairly quickly as a Weaver. They see the stack, and Monet's going to take it. Nice. Dude, they're going to get that full stack.
Yeah. No challenge whatsoever.
Wow. Instead, there's a smoke up by LGD. Heading towards bot. Still a tower available. It's the last tier 1
awful.
tower standing as Wyvern's gonna face tank it.
Ice Blast gonna miss. Or they're gonna drop everything on him and they'll take him down.
Man, he could have taken so much more int if he had just stayed under that cold embrace and didn't kill him.
Dire's top
Oh,
tower.
That's
wait, but I
true.
guess the pure
No,
damage
yeah,
would
the
work
pure
out,
damage
yeah.
would just kill him.
Radiant's
Alright,
bottom
they will
Doom
lose it.
TP's out.
Yep. And now Weaver
Radiant
pressuring the building up
structures
top.
are fortified.
It's gonna be a Battle Fury Monkey King.
Radiant's bottom tower.
See, I don't think he has the time to actually make this Battlefield Monkey King work. The way that this Weaver and Viper will get to play is they're going to be sitting mostly in your jungle and pressure the mid and top towers.
Well, you're gonna start being able to bully the Weaver out at least, as Nature's Prophet has completed Orchid. And so your number 1 target now is Weaver. And Weaver, as you said, is playing very aggressively, and that can be punished. As we get a Prophet TP.
Okay. Well, now he's getting punished. The Ice Blast's going to fly through. Are they not going to focus on FY? FY's going to eat the ult. Defensive Astro is going to be there. But I'm not sure if it's going to be good enough. That's going to be 1 kill on FY. A 2nd kill on the... Ooh, nice time lapse. On the OD. So far this aggressive Weaver play, the control's tight, but it's working out. Baits out the ultimate. Can he actually run out of it? Great curse. So Victoria is gonna die as well. And now there's a buck on Yao. Yao is gonna get the Arctic Burn on him as well. Monet gonna go for the courier. Gonna get everything. That
Holy
is
crap.
4 kills, a courier, and a tier 2. I don't think this battlefield timing,
Dire's
like I
top
mentioned
tower
earlier,
under
is
attack.
gonna be good enough.
Dire's structures.
Dude, I don't think that Orchid timing was good, even though they had the item. They just fed their entire team based off of an idea that's like, dude, I got my Orchid, let's go kill Weaver now.
Yeah. The problem is he just got the Sakushi before the Orchid got on him, so he was like
Yeah, but
fogged
that's
the whole
because
time.
like Shaker's so far behind right now. This Shaker is miles away from completing a Blink Dagger, and so you need some sort of initiating power. And if it's not going to be Boundless, then it has to be Shaker, and otherwise you're just going blind.
Right.
And I don't even think FY had any detection. Like if he had a Dust, then maybe that works out, but he didn't.
I think it's imperative that hold that thought, Hezzy. We're gonna see a Doom gang. Doom? No Doom. No Doom gang.
Just kidding.
A little bit too close to the tower, I guess. But yeah, I think it's imperative that LFY does not let up the pressure, because LGD has a lineup that could play with a free room very well. Shadow Blade coming off cooldown right now. Ooh. Actually, that helps maybe.
Not gonna connect. They don't have any detection. How do you not have any detection against a Weaver team?
Okay. That was kind of embarrassing. And now it's Victoria. Gonna get striked. Defensive Force Staff's gonna come out. Nice Orchid, but the curse again! Afu! Doing work right now. FY's gonna go down. Victoria's gonna get chased. That's a defensive Astro, but here comes Viper backstabbing as well. Victoria's dead. And now
Ame's on
Monkey
the
King.
run.
Yeah, they see
Wukong's
Monkey King as
command.
well. Bash him, hit him.
He deals no damage. Who cares? Go.
Alright, he's gonna kill DDC.
DC does.
But, they're getting
Dude.
completely ran over.
How does Nature's Prophet not buy anything in terms of
Dire's
detection?
bottom tower is
This is like when your Spearbreaker
Dire's
on a pub
bottom
team is like
tower
constantly
is
charging a
down.
Riki and doesn't carry dust or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he went out of the base again and he hasn't bought detection. He has a
Dire's
branch in his
bottom tower is
inventory.
under attack.
I'm triggered.
Excuse me, sir. This is one of the best players in China. His name is FY.
Triggered. I'm so goddamn triggered right now.
He should actually buy dust, but
Radiant are scanning.
ooh, the solo kill,
He's scanned.
the solo kill. Give him the D, dude.
Seeds of
Just hit him with that mug golem. Don't go for the backstab. Oh my god, he went for it.
It's fine.
He's not even gonna need to do him.
Yeah, because he did the backstab damage.
That's right.
Ooh, right now the birds
I actually didn't know that you could Infernal Blade out of Invis, but I guess that makes sense. He had it
yeah.
on auto test.
for sure. You get the double strike damage essentially.
Alright, well. Oh look! Oh look! Yao dropped dust in the fountain, and he pinged it out. He was like, here, if you're not gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy it for you.
bounty.
All right, there you go.
And wow, Prophet took the branch out of his inventory. I'm proud of you, FY. There we go.
It's not selling it though. Gonna keep that for a rainy day.
It's a value branch.
It is kind of funny to see teams at this level to forget something so basic, but obviously
Yeah.
they have a lot of things to keep track of as well. So
Almighty money.
Yeah, the only thing I would be able to keep track of is the dust. I would not have an Orchid at this point, given how his lane went, so...
yeah. So he did the hard
everyone
part.
has...
He did the hard part.
Yeah, he did the hard part. Exactly. See, this is the gem thing that I'm talking about. Look at these wards. They have that freaking, like, dust cloud around them in this bot lane.
Okay.
That's what China's all about.
All right. Good stuff. Viper gonna sit in the front. He's got the Aegis. He's got the Pike. The recovery has been good.
Yeah, he's very farmed right now. And it's impressive that they felt confident giving it to the Viper instead of the Weaver.
I feel like Weaver's a
RGB's
hero
worked out.
that could operate with fewer farm. I mean, he could go around and do stuff, right? But underfarm Viper is just actually useless. So I like the fact that they gave him the recovery. But now, DDC gonna get focused. Fisssure's gonna be there. The charge,
He
though.
knocked down Ame.
Oh, nice Pike, though. A huge ultimate's gonna come through. They're gonna try to actually kill Ame in his field. On the back line, the Astro is actually helping them out. Maybe. Oh, the TP out, not gonna complete. Great curse. And now, they will lose both cores. It is a 2-for-2, but another LFY victory.
And Aegis didn't get claimed. Doom ended up dying to the Shatter, which is a shame. It's actually kind of weird that Monkey King didn't get stunned longer, but... So his tree broke, but that was after he got bumped off by Spearbreaker from the tree.
Huh.
And so he was able to go into the Wukong's command deal damage to DDC, deal a little bit of damage to Inflame's Doom, and yeah, like you said, 2 for 2. But the 2 cores of LGD go down, or the 2 top farming cores that go down, is now FY getting charged up top. Has an Orchid, uses it, dashes,
Purge.
a Diffusal Blade.
Okay, but they still have to ult. Oh no, they don't. He's gonna right click it.
Oh,
Okay, barely survives. Good stuff. That Orchid was on point.
Dire's bottom tower
well, his
is under
Nether Strike
attack.
was on cooldown regardless, so he didn't have any other spells. I guess he could have cast Empowering Haste, but yeah.
In fact, well, you should always have Empowering Haze casting as you charge in because you do a little bit more damage.
Right.
So maybe
Exactly.
that was the difference, dude.
Maybe.
Man, this Invis Gang Squad is pretty scary.
Yeah, this is scary. Oh. IFY.
I think you should give FY playmaking heroes. None of this,
You can make some plays with Prophet.
yeah, but, you know, like mechanical playmaking heroes.
Yeah, I got you.
Radiant are scanning.
Take advantage of his 600 APM.
Scan connects. They know that Dire are camping on their high ground, and that's why they're all standing to the north side of this tower as they take it. Free.
Dire's
I mean, look at this
middle
Viper.
tower has fallen.
Considering how badly he done in the lane, this is kind of day and night right now.
Yeah. And he still has 2 minutes left on this Aegis.
Actually in hero. Bottom wave though is quite pushed. And normally, I mean, normally maybe would just be on this wave and farming it, but he knows the danger of being charged. Giving the vision to the whole team, the gang squad's coming, stuff like that. Blinks out, and is he gonna get charged?
Does it?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
the reactions.
That's kind of how he has to play it against the Spirit Breaker. So
Yeah. Hit and run.
Excellent.
So what happened if Monkey King is sitting on a tree, and you force staff him? Does he get stunned or no?
I don't think he breaks the tree that he's on.
But force
But I'm
staff
not
breaks
100%
trees,
sure on
right?
that. Yeah, I know it breaks trees, but like since he's like on the tree, it breaks all like forward through his path. But I don't know if it breaks the tree that he's directly on.
We need a
I know it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it doesn't stun him
okay.
for the 5 seconds. And plus, if you have a force staff, you're probably better off just force staffing yourself into his tree.
For science, you know.
Meant to have this.
It's true. It's a good question.
It might be one of those things where if you need to defensively force staff your Monkey King as an ally, do you stun him or not?
Ah, it's true. Legitimate question. I'm gonna write that one down. I'm gonna have to go crunch the numbers on that.
Alright. That's why we have you,
Of course.
so you can crunch them numbers.
Wyvern's got a gem, which
Yeah.
is surprising to me.
No.
You'd think with a Weaver and a Shadowblade Doom on your team, the last thing you want is a gem out on the field, but I guess if that means that AA is buying a lot of sentries and you can kill them, then it's worth it.
I mean, Afu definitely knows how to farm on this hero. I think back in the days where he played, I want to say on WG Unity with Ajit, right?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Maybe on a different team,
think
but
so. I think it was WG.
he would play Wyvern as a 5 position all the time. It was like their first pick hero most of the time as well. So he has a lot of experience with this hero. He's gone for the what I call the poverty build, the Soul Ring Tranquil boots, and because Splinter Blast,
Cape?
yeah, well,
That's respectable.
I mean, I guess the Soul Ring Tranquil boots is what funded the Glimmer Cape.
Right.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Aegis has been claimed, but Super replaced it with a fully completed 10-second BKB, and LFY are so powerful right now.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing they can do against this Viper. Monkey King has a Diffusal Blade, so that's not going to do anything. They double smoke for extra protection underneath this mid lane, and they're going to look for something. The problem is they have absolutely no vision. They have a scan up, but that's it. And they see Wyvern farming bot, and they're like, let's go kill this 5-position Wyvern.
Well, he does have a gem, so the Wyvern kill is actually
That's
quite
true.
impactful. And now,
That's true.
Ooh.
Prophet TPs.
Orchid.
They see him.
yeah, that is the gem. I actually like that game quite a bit. Ooh, look at that taunt.
Wow, yeah, and he gets the courier
Wait,
as well.
but here comes the Doom. Oh, the gem is on him. Is he gonna pass it on FY? Oh, there's no passing. He's dead.
Can't move your inventory.
Gem's gonna drop. No,
Drops it.
no, it's on
FY.
him. Okay, FY picks it up. And he's gonna make it out! The charge's not gonna complete!
Wow.
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 Radiant's
So
bottom
FY
tower is
like
under
hung
attack.
around for that gem. Because he could have teleported out a long time ago.
That's
Did
pretty
want to
sick.
still take this fight. DDC's gonna eat an ankle slam. Or not. You're gonna focus on the Viper? Viper has a 10-second BKB. Might need to pop it right here. Nope, just the 4
No,
step
he
out.
used it to go in on that Doom. I mean, to go in on that OD.
Ah, right. So, well, it started a little bit disastrously.
Wait.
But how did Weaver die?
When did Weaver die?
Did Weaver die mid?
What?
Oh, they probably echo
Oh,
slammed
so
him.
that's what the slam was
Yeah,
used.
I was like-
oh, holy crap. Well, that smoke rotation could probably not have gone any better. You got a gem out from Wyvern. You got the courier killed randomly. 10-second BKB committed from Viper, and Weaver goes down to a rotation as well.
Yeah. Very good recovery
What a
here.
goddamn smoke.
We do see the Go graph reflecting it a little bit. By the way, Inflame also has a BKB.
It's pretty good.
Yep. Gets to run
He
in.
spent his 10-second one on as well. I guess they were expecting a lot more heroes to help out that doomed OD, because those were two 10-second BKBs committed to kill an OD, who was doomed, by the way.
Yeah, you don't want to be clumping up for OD and just get echo slammed and fissure and, you know, get wiped. So I do definitely understand the BKB usage. It looks a little silly because we have caster vision and we know that the Shaker isn't there, but from the LFY perspective, they have no idea what that
I mean,
Shaker
hell,
is.
we didn't even know where Shaker was. He
Oh,
was killing Weaver.
There you go. Shaker undetected confirmed. Tom Hanks. Oh,
Well,
BKB.
deactivated.
Now charge coming through. Oh god.
This has been a real change in dynamic about this game ever since that gank bot. LFY are not even confident enough going to defend this tier 2 as Doom had to commit his BKB.
Yep.
Back out.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Sour is gonna just get pushed down. I mean, LGD's
Radiant's bottom
just not a very good pushing team, but without BKBs, I don't think LFY wants to take a fight.
Yeah. And Prophet is not split pushing at all. Again, we see these Prophets who are more than willing to commit their net worth into sticking around with the team, as he's going for a Lincoln Sphere next.
Yep.
It's going to help out against the Spearbreaker charge, and obviously these other ultimates like the Winter's Curse and the Doom as well.
I think normally you would do split pushing stuff, but against the Spear Breaker in particular, it's a little bit risky.
Right.
So he's just jungling now. But ever since that gank, LFY has really let up the pressure, and as a result, I feel like LFY... I don't want to say they're going to get completely outscaled, because LG does struggle pushing out high ground, but I feel like OD in the late game is extremely scary, because he will start to get items like Hexes, and well, it looks like he's going to go for defensive Lincolns for the spells that you just mentioned, but somewhere down the road, there's going to be a Hex.
Yeah, and since these BKBs have been purchased so early on, that means Viper and Doom are going to be very susceptible to a potential Hex. And Weaver also has completed a BKB, but his is at 10 seconds. But again, it's an early BKB, so if the game goes later, his
Yep.
BKBs are going to hit 5 seconds, and OD is going to be super effective.
Yeah, just to clarify what Tsunami said, it's not really early because it is 33 minutes, but early in the same sense that, like, you don't get these BKB and you immediately end the game, right? That's generally where BKB is at their best. You go triple core BKB, you push up the high ground, you win a fight or two, and you end game. These BKBs are more like necessary evils, it feels like, for LFY. They need the BKB to take the fights, but it's not even a complete guarantee that they will win these fights with the BKBs, so... Then as the game moves forward, then the point that Tsunami makes really comes to fruition is like, okay, well, you got 5-second BKBs, things like Fissure gets better, Hexes gets better, stuff like that.
And this is their first real late game item on all 3 of these cores, like Viper, Pike Mask of Madness, then BKB. Doom, the Shadow Blade, then Drum BKB.
Right.
Weaver, the Fusel Blade, Pike BKB.
Doom him.
So no real guidance as a Doom straight onto the OD.
Alright, but here comes the Wukong command. They're going to fight under it. They're going to try to kill Somnus very quickly. Now Ame zoning people out of his command, but still, teamfight going really well. There's a buyback though. from the OD. Victoria is going to barely survive. The fire should be able to burn him down. They do. The triple core is still alive right now. And the buyback OD just has to run. So this buyback seemed very good at the time. Until they realize, oh, everyone's just dying super fast. So 3 for 2 trade and a buyback. Really, really good for LGD. Or LFY, excuse me.
I'm always skeptical about OD buybacks because when you buy back, you don't get to keep all that int that you had. Whenever you die, you lose all the int that you've stolen with Arcane Orb.
Right.
So I imagine the reason that he wanted to buy back was because, hey, I didn't get to use Sanity's Eclipse yet, and these BKBs are going to time out by the time I get back into the fight. But you also do not have that big int advantage that you would normally.
Well,
so he bought back. He has a lot of positioning spells to get like into the area of the fight, but still.
I mean, he died that first time with Doom, so he would have had no int.
Yeah, that's true.
So. Yeah, I think he expected his team to survive longer, because LFY ran into a Wukong command, right, to fight. That generally goes well for you, but they ran in it, and then they ran around it, because if you look at the cores, right, you got Doom with Shadowblade, so he's fast, Viper with MOM, so he's fast, and then you got a Weaver, so everyone just kind of ran in and out.
Charge in, Ame. Oh, it's out. Yeah, they're very mobile, and they will... Oh wow, and Doom has completed a Halberd. I was going to say that they'll continue to be mobile because I thought that Inflame may consider going for a Blink Dagger, which he might still do, but the Halberd's a good idea. And the bugs don't show that they're in Roche, but... Oh man, Dire goes completely the opposite direction.
Yep. Are they going to just get Roche from this? They might.
Yep. Wow.
The Halberd, not only is it good against OD, like because you can disarm him and he can't attack, but once OD gets the BKB, then Doom doesn't have to rely on a very slow casting Hurl Boulder to break the linkage. You could pop out an Invis, go disarm, and then Doom.
Right.
Ice Blast.
And that means that... I'm actually surprised that he's still sticking with the Hurl Boulder. He had the Alpha Wolf briefly.
Right.
But went back for this Mud Golem. But I think Alpha Wolf will be, again, very effective because, like you said, he has a Linken's Popper now. So he doesn't need to rely on stealing, like, a Purge Creep or a Dark Troll Warlord or anything.
Obviously, he could go for the Alpha Wolf. I think that's the best one, but he's close to level 20. So he could grab, like, Granite Golem now if he takes a talent.
That's true.
If you want to go a little bit crazy, you could get, like, Frenzy for one of your cores. But I think Granite Golem is probably, like, the best option. Alright, cool. Viper disassembled the MOM, finishes it, just to mess with the casters a little bit.
Unassembling and unlocking is always such a struggle. I still hate having to unlock my Arcane Boots and turn it into Aether Lens.
Right.
It takes me like a good 30 seconds to pull it off.
Man, you struggle with the simplest things, but you buy the dust, so I guess that's
I'll
okay.
buy the dust.
Yeah.
I will buy the dust, God help me. OD has completed Linken's.
Shaker has been pretty feast and or famine, right, in these events. Yesterday we saw nothing but extremely great Shaker play. This is yet another game where he's really struggling.
The seeds of
Yeah.
Doom walks right under a sentry. Get blown up. Oh, they're just running. Wait. People are just
Everyone
running
just
past each
ignores
other.
Shaker.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, there's like 3 different chases going on right now.
I think Victoria is gonna die
Doom's going
first.
for one.
Now Doom, he gives up. He has vision.
Oh, they gave vision for charge.
Oh, he's going.
Run at him.
He's going.
There's a gem on the OD
Go for
though.
the OD.
He wants the OD. Astro, he needs support right now. He needs to blink. Okay, blinks to the left side, but here comes the Weaver.
Another
Ultimate's
strike
gonna
on the
use.
OD.
Nice. OD's gonna get caught. Staff's gonna be there as well, but it's a bait. Hughes Hammer gonna get dropped, but Monet has the BKB active, so he doesn't take any of that damage. And now they're gonna run over the OD. OD can't get out, so he's dead. Here comes the rest of the team. Wukong command looking at a pretty good spot, but they just run out of it again. They can't keep them in the command. They're gonna focus on Monet. He eats a cheese. Now the second Doom. No, had to Doom the first time,
No,
but
that's
Ame.
first Doom,
Yeah,
yeah.
Ame has the BKB still. So taking a lot of physical damage, but looks like he will survive through that.
Oh, the shrine. Get to the shrine.
Oh, that one tick of the urn, dude. That's friendship right there.
Of course. That was a hella aggressive dive, but it pays off. Poor OD couldn't blink out after that defensive Astral because Weaver Shikuchi'd right underneath him, and 3 heroes end up going down for the cost of a Spear Breaker. And did they end up getting the gem?
They should.
No, FY grabbed it.
Oh, okay.
FY grabbed it and pieced out.
FY with the gem plays. That's the second time where he grabbed the
Dude,
gem.
that's the second time.
Yeah.
I never doubted him. I love FY and everything that he's ever done in terms of getting True Sight.
Well, I mean, you are faulting him what he hasn't done, right? Right. You love him all the time for what he's doing, but it's all good. And he still has that branch around, so that's a good game.
It's a keepsake. Well, we were seeing the power of these early BKBs. That Weaver was amazingly timed. He got it off right before Stanity's Eclipse connected.
Right.
During that tier 2 dive, and so no damage taken from Monet. He didn't even have to end up using time lapse at all. And so that's the power at this stage against an OD. But again, his BKB is down to 8 seconds. Doom's BKB is down to 6 seconds. Viper didn't actually use his BKB because he was chasing the Earthshaker, so Viper's is still at 9 seconds.
Had to use a cheese though. Big part why he didn't.
Yeah, but that's worth it. Viper still has Aegis, so they can like try to make a move. He still has Aegis for actually not that long, like 40 seconds. But they want to go to high ground with it, maybe.
Touch the high ground. Let's go.
Yeah, he has that pike range. He's not level 25. Oh, and he didn't take poison attack effects building, but that's because no one takes it. But yeah, he has plus 75 range at that 20 talent, so...
Okay, but Pike though,
besieging.
get back!
Oh, the evades.
He lost about half his HP just off that one Pike play. But Viper,
Okay.
no
Touch
care.
tower.
Yeah.
Dude, he's not missing. He didn't miss for like 8 attacks straight. Are you kidding me?
Calculated. China man.
Of course. What would you think about a True Strike talent on a hero?
Who would have it? Give it to Sniper, right? Because obviously
Clinks. Yeah, Sniper would be good too.
True Strike on the buildings. No miss on. Not
Yeah.
that would be sick. Don't do it. Sick as in like a bad way.
Right. Disgusting sick. Oh man, Doom didn't take the Devour Ancients talent. There's a Doom DPS.
Why?
I guess that's why Monkey King almost died.
Okay.
It's damage.
All right.
Who needs Aghanim Scepter? Even though that's usually the synergy, is you go for Aghanim Scepter and then you get that Doom DPS talent. As Doom is spotted out by this Dire Ward, Shaker has Blink.
Oh, they got the heal on him. There's the curse. Where's the heal?
Yeah,
No heal.
I don't know.
That curse also didn't actually grab anybody, so.
I
Curse
think he
down.
was thinking that it was like some sort of solo kill attempt from Shaker, so he was just like, I'm gonna shut down this enchant. It's now an Astral underneath the tier 2. This is pretty aggressive.
Oh, BKB popped him
Shove him
right
out.
out. The ult is gonna hit on FY, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be dead. They dropped the Wukong command. Are they gonna fight in it this time? No, Monet run past it. Then he's defensive Astral. He's still right now. Okay, but he should die.
He's not
to the
bumped out
buff.
of his Wukong.
Okay, FY still alive. Nobody's going for FY. Me on the right side here. Huge ultimate gets dropped. BKB was down, and now Afu in a lot of trouble. Buys back into the fight. That is Doom. Ame now being focused by the Wyvern, and Ame is going to be the first one to drop here for the Dire side. Triple kill already on Super. Excuse me, not the first one to die. Meanwhile, we have Maybe jumps back in, gets the kill, ports out. He makes it home.
No!
Wow. All right, they'll get the D ward. All right, that was a kind of a chaotic fight, but 3 dead on the side of LGD. Doom had to buy back, but still, I think worth it.
Well, he was buying back because he hoped that he could doom someone, but all of the targets ended up dying because Viper is just so incredibly tanky, and Monkey King is not really having a very big impact. This is what we see time and time again from these one-position Monkey Kings, that no one's afraid of Wukong's command. Like, even supports are willing to fight in it, because, like, Wyvern has a Glimmer Cape and a Force F. She can escape whenever she gets to, like, critical HP, and Viper obviously doesn't care because he's super tanky. So these Wukong commands are just not being respected at all. As now Inflame sees a Shaker. He doesn't know where the rest of the enemy team is.
Well, maybe he's gonna come up the hill as well. Do you want to go ahead and at the shrine though? That's
No, don't do that.
some questionable stuff.
Dude, they are protecting this OD.
Oh god, oh god. Oh, pops the BKB and Doom. Where's the charge? The team is coming in all from the back line. Okay, great fissure block.
DPS.
That Doom DPS though.
It's Doom DPS.
Alright, now the fight is
Getting
going
low.
on. The Weaver is still coming in on the right side as well. He's now focusing on the Monkey King. Ame. They go back to the shrine. The curse. Oh god, the curse is doing so much damage to Ame. Ame's gonna get focused down really easily. FY's on the run, but can't run from Super. Super with the poison. Well, the OD lives throughout all of that thanks to his teammate's sacrifice, but that's the only person that lived through it. And the rest is all dead.
Wow, that was great awareness from LFY. Being able to split up the OD and the rest of the team worked out really well. And AA was so tunnel vision on trying to protect that OD that he never got an Ice Blast out. And so the whole time he was just like chaperoning the OD to the shrine, and ended up going down because Infernal bladed him and took out like half his HP as the Pike does quite a bit of damage to Super.
Yep. I mean, they got the...
2 buybacks are spent.
They could heal him with the Wyvern, so... Or not. Wyvern's like, not worried about it. Meanwhile,
Super
FY...
doesn't care about healing people.
FY...
Oh, he's pushing.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tier 3
Tier
perhaps.
3.
Charge!
The charge?
That tier 3's dead, dude.
It's still down.
Yeah. Well, so despite everything, LGD is the first one that opens up the shrines. Rat Doto.
It cost them 2 buybacks though. Ame and FY both bought back.
Well, if they can
And
get
so,
this Aegis back.
Yeah, that's true. But they haven't killed the shrine yet. They just know that the Roche is up, and now they're gonna kill the shrine. But that's buying time.
Yo.
Oh, Sentry Ward, nice Sentry Ward.
Gotta be careful. Ooh, they're all going in. Dust is gonna get
crazy.
Yo, no, Super goes right in. He doesn't care. Hit the tree.
Oh man.
All right.
Oh, he did, but it was too late.
Well, crazy dances at the shrine, but nobody dies. LFY needs to push out all of these lanes. The rat is real.
Yeah, this Nature's Prophet has completed a Maelstrom, so the pushing power is much stronger now. You can burn through creep waves at a much quicker pace. And they still have not gotten vision around the pit as Radiant.
Blink Curse? Oh, I think he lost vision slightly, but Ice Blast, that's gonna be a good one. Double BKB activated. Afu's gonna drop the Curse as well. I think that Curse actually helps LGD a little bit. The Bug's doing a lot of minus armor. Yao still alive on the backline. Doom flies out against AME. No BKB for him. Afu's gonna die. Super gonna be in a lot of trouble. No teammate backing him up. He needs to buy back and teleport to the shrine. Looks like he doesn't have a teleport. The rest of the team still dancing around. Out of mana is LFY in flames, so he's gonna get confused and focus. Oh, the uphill missed. He's gonna be fine. DDC though is not gonna miss. He's gonna go down. Weaver's on the run. This is looking all of a sudden really bad. Monet gonna get stunned. He now supers, and then again he gets Astral. The great confuse and the great lockdown for the rest of the team. Good pike here for Super. Super needs to bounce around a little bit. I think he's also gonna go down. That's a dieback on Super. If he dies here, he does die. LGD running over LFY.
God, Doom. Not again.
Yep, Doom bops a BKB very late, and he's gonna be dead. It's the one by one by LFY.
No, also, please.
Blink fissure him? No? Okay. Alright, let's look at the damage. Buyback on Super, he's out. Buyback on Doom, I think? Or the Wyvern buyback?
Yes.
No, the Weaver bought back,
No,
but he barely survives.
I mean, Spirit Breaker also bought back.
Oh my god. 3 buybacks, 8 deaths.
Oh wait, no, Doom. Yeah, Doom had bought back earlier. Yeah, so wow, wow.
And
I don't
throughout
think Weaver can do this alone.
yeah, throughout all of that, OD has like 50 int stolen. I think what
He's
really
gonna have it for a while. He's
Yeah.
level 25.
Links in, no pike. Alright, Lincoln's broken. Monet comes in, he doesn't have the BKB.
He has defensive astral if he needs
Okay.
it. Yeah, there we go.
Radiant's middle tower is
They're staying here. They know that there's no buyback on Doom and Viper, so
And
you're
Blink Curse?
dealing with the full resources. Oh,
Okay, on the Shaker,
no
Shaker.
Arcane Warp.
Half HP, and now defensive duel is gonna come out. Monet BKB, but trap in the trees. The charge coming through did not actually bounce, and now it's actually OD on the backline. Afu's dead. Good snipe here, and now maybe thinking about going for more. Oh, gonna go for the building.
Yeah, has so many earn charges. It's like they have a fountain at their base right now.
By the way, he's still holding on 60 in. So he's actually hitting the building really hard right now. That's gonna be the melee racks, range racks soon to follow. Gonna be a triple lane of racks.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
That. Oh, Doom.
Alright,
Infernal
Doom.
Blade. Nice silence.
Echo Slam gonna be right on top of the Weaver. Weaver time lapse, so nobody was actually focusing on him. They were all focusing on the Doom. Doom goes on F5. FY will get Astral for now.
Radiant's
He
top
probably will have to get denied. Alright, there's a good deny. No buyback on him, but don't like.
No matter.
Yeah.
Radiant's top barracks
There you
has
go.
fallen.
GG's gonna get called by Afu.
Dude, I've
This
seen
game-
some pretty bad Roche fights in my day, but I don't think I've seen 3 triple dieback before. That's something. That's something else.
So at that Roche fight, like, Afu cursed, I think, somebody next to a Shaker. So Shaker just kept attacking that person, but Shaker does no damage.
No, Shaker was the one cursed, and AA was the one attacking him.
Okay, well, either way, right? You get curse 2 supports, no core next to it. And then Super was there,
Right.
trying to focus down one of the supports, couldn't kill any of them, wasted his BKB direction. And this game came down to the way that we kind of painted. They bought the early BKBs, they were winning a couple of fights, and then the BKB durations got really low. And then,
OD got really big.
OD got really, really big. He kept trying to go for a BKB the whole game. Didn't actually finish it, but I guess it didn't seem like he needed it. It was either Doom controlling him or nothing controlling him at all. So, good stuff. All right, guys. Game 1 goes to LGD. LFY had the early lead, but kind of botched the mid and late game. We'll see if LGD could actually take the next game as well, or we're gonna get a game 3. But for now, we'll take a break. Game 2.
Wait.
Wait.
Put that graph up real quick.
Which
I want to
graph?
show that graph.
All right.
The net worth graph.
Oh God. yeah. All right. Yeah. Good graph. Game 2
See
coming
you
up next.